Hello guys and welcome to this new tutorial, and today I'm going to teach you how to do a Tre War, because Tre War can be game deciding and it's something really tricky to do. You need a lot of experience, so that's why I want to give you a few advice. It's really not about skill, everyone can do it properly if you just know the steps and how to do it. So let's talk about the upgrades you should get when you are ending up in a Tre War situation. Oh fuck, sorry, okay, now it's better. If you are ending up in a Tre War situation. So first upgrade to get will be on the way to Imperial Age. You should get Masonry. So you really need the university. Masonry will make your castle a bit stronger and also cheaper to repair. So it's gonna be really nice. You also need fletching, bodkin arrows, because it's really important to upgrade your castle. Remember that your castle is your main army at this stage, so you should upgrade it. And then in NIP, the most important out of all the upgrades is chemistry. Chemistry will give you access to bombard cannon with most civilizations, and bombard cannons are going to be the key to win the Treb War. Basically, if you don't have bombard cannon and your opponent has them, it's going to be super hard for you to win the Treb War. And last upgrade, if you can afford it, sometimes it's a bit tricky to afford because you are low eco. It should be Siege Engineer for your trebuchets, bombard cannon, stuff like this. So I'm not gonna give all the details on what it does. You can check yourself. But yeah, it can be great to get it. Okay, so that was the upgrades. Now let's talk about castle positions, like exactly how you should play, like how you should micro your stuff. So first thing, castle position, try to use some hills, like you can see in this video. In the Tre War in the middle of the map, there are some hills and ACCM here at them, and that's a huge advantage because of this. The castle takes less damage on the hill, the Trebs do more damage as well on the hill. So if you can leave some space for your Treb to be on the hill, it's great. Also building a second castle, not too far away from it, like exactly in this video, you see the second castle can make some Trebs quick enough to help in the Treb War. So this is great. Don't do it like exactly like super close to the other one because it's gonna be useless. Just do it maybe a bit in the back on the hill, and you can make some traps to help from this one. If it's on the other side of the map, it's not gonna be great. So yeah, make sure you don't make it too far away. And now the question is, in this kind of Treb War, should you focus traps or should you focus the castle? So you don't see traps from both sides here, but just imagine a red ACCM as some traps. Who should focus the traps? Who should focus the castle? Well, it's simple. Imagine both castles go down. If both castles go down, who wins the game? Who has a better army at this moment? And then if it's you, you should focus the castle. If you are losing the game on the spot, if both castles go down because you don't have army, you should focus the Treb. You need to hold your castle. It's really important to keep it alive. So that's the situation to think about. Imagine the situation without both castles, and that's how you know if you should focus the Trebs or not. So it's sometimes really tricky to decide, but yeah, with experience it will be easier for you guys to understand this. Also, another question: should you repair the castle or not? Well, also imagine the situation without this castle. Is it an important one? If it is, well, you should repair it. But it's most of the time, if you are having an aggressive castle in the open base and you know you can't save it, you don't repair. Except if you are waiting for an upgrade. But you should repair only if this castle can save you or can kill the opponent. And if you can't save it in the end, just don't repair. It's useless. It's sometimes wasting stone for nothing. Yeah, because sometimes in Treb War, both players don't have army and a castle doesn't matter, so sometimes don't repair it at all, it's just better. Okay, but yeah, to repair it, if you decide to repair it, it's really important to have some villagers close to it. Also to repair the Trebs, it's important to have villagers to repair the Trebs. So you should always have villagers close to the action, like making a lumber camp, a mining camp, or something. So you're ready to repair with them. I even put them in a control group. Okay, now another thing you can do when you are having a Treb war, the Trebs are so important. So what you can do is you can wall the Trebs because you have your villagers close to the action. So thanks to these villagers, you can wall the Trebs. So you should start doing that to save them. Sometimes doing a few palisade gates or houses can be good. Just something to save them. Okay, now you know all the keys on how to win a Treb war, but the question is, when should you force this Treb war? When is it better for you to try to force it? So forcing a Treb war would be going for a forward castle and forcing your opponent to do a defensive one in front of yours, and then it's going to be Trebs versus Trebs. Well, when you are having a better civilization for it, you should try to force it. Or when you are having an earlier imp time. So what are the best civilization to do it? We said bombard cannon are important. We said early imp time is important. So a civilization I'm thinking about is Byzantine, a really strong Byzantine. Siege with good bombard cannon like Bohemian, Italian as well, like you save a lot from the university tax. All the sieges with bombard cannon and just a good setup to get there with low eco. If you are like, let's say, you are Slavs, for example. Slavs require a lot of eco to do Imperial Age units. So you don't want to go in a Treb war. You want to be playing longer Castle Age and be like, having a lot of eco. So this is not a great sieve to play Treb war. You need either bombard cannon or cheap units early, because Treb war usually means low eco. Okay, how to balance your eco now for Treb war? It's really important to balance your eco properly. But if you have a low eco, you need to take the right resources, because it's sometimes a bit tricky to know how to balance it, because you need food to go Imperial Age. So you need a lot of farms, but then you don't need food to support your Treb war. You need mostly stone, wood, and gold. So remember to remove villagers from the food, from the farms, and send them to wood, gold, and stone. And you can use the markets. If you have 2 million gold, it's fine. So I would recommend putting a lot on gold, like this, for example. Not like this, okay? Also, you have a different kind of situation when you're having a Treb war. Sometimes you have a really high eco Treb war, like really good eco from both players. And then where's the advantage? Because players can also afford making units with the Treb war. And now think about melee units versus range units. Melee units can commit to snipe the traps. Range unit cannot go under the castle. So melee units will always win. Like Hussar, cavalry in general. Even infantry can be good. So yeah, you will have an advantage if you have the melee unit. And that's why you should try to go for some kind of unit that can snipe the traps. And yeah, you should have the advantage in this situation. Also, the opponent has to stay close to his traps to protect them, while you can just go away and use your army to raid his base at the same time, for example. So a lot of ways to win a Treb war when you have high eco. And but sometimes it can be super tricky against like better early imp sieves. And I would recommend you to go for a Treb war when you are the sieves I said earlier into this video. Italian is one of my favorites. Of the sieves which don't have bombard cannon, Cuman is also a great sieve because you get a good imp timing when you are Cumans. So yeah, one of the best sieve as well. Anyway, guys, that's it for the video. I'm gonna try to make the video a bit clear, like with some I don't know, maybe with some video editing, because we will see. But if you are there in the video, you already watched it, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you soon, guys. Bye bye.